I started feeling gravely ill.
What does that mean, gravely ill?
I felt like I was almost dying inside.
Jay Patel had been the picture of living, skiing 18 miles, running 150 miles in 10 days, keeping up with his 2 young kids. This is Patel 3 years after he started vaping, on a ventilator with double pneumonia and lungs that look like broken glass, he says. His wife, Monica, sat at his bedside.
I just could not believe this was happening to me. It was a very scary time for us, and I was 35, and I thought, am I going to be a widow?
They came to a conclusion that I had electronic vaping associated lung injury. I didn't think one could get this sick from vaping.
Patel is believed to have been one of Georgia's first vaping injury cases. He's now suing Juul Labs, the company that made Jay's vaping products. Juul declined to make its CEO available for an interview and has not yet responded to the allegations in court. It has said it submitted 110 studies to the FDA, evaluating its products' impacts on public health. Patel's attorney, Jake Plattenberger, fears the long-term effects for many.
These products in particular were put on the market without any kind of oversight.
Was that a dereliction of responsibility?
Yeah, I think so.
You're saying then that every day that somebody buys these, there's a new potential victim.
Absolutely, and not only that, but the people that currently have some, kind of low-level lung disease, they're going to continue to get worse. There can be dozens and dozens of chemicals in a flavoring. We need a lot more detail and a lot more information on exactly what is in this stuff.
So we wanted to find out what exactly is in some popular products from other manufacturers. The National Investigative Unit bought 10 items from stores across the country and paid 374 labs in Sparks, Nevada to test them.
It is misleading.
Jeff Angerman is the director at the lab, which has tested more than 30,000 samples. His lab found out of the 10 samples we sent, not one was accurate. Half did not have any CBD, a legal chemical from the hemp plant, even though all 5 claimed they did. And 2 had THC, without disclosing it on the label. THC, the part of marijuana that makes you feel high, could lead to failed drug tests or disqualified sports results and can be illegal to travel with in some areas. The company that makes the Heritage vape pen told us it will change the label to disclose the presence of THC. I'm just wondering if the average person knows what they're actually buying when they pick out these products.
Yeah, it's a problem.
You can't trust the label in some cases.
You cannot trust the label.
Wow, I mean, it sounds like it's buyer beware.
Absolutely.
Another lab, Infinite Cal, says it found nearly 2/3 of the vaping cartridges it tested failed for pesticides. Were you surprised when you found some of these products had pesticides?
No, we've been seeing this trend for a couple months.
We spoke to the lab's Brandon Kenton in Las Vegas at the largest CBD convention in the U.S., selling hundreds of vaping products, but many are not marketing transparency. At the time of this convention, the National Investigative Unit found 56% of the companies here that sold vaping products did not have a certificate of analysis, or COA, on their website, meaning consumers would have no independent way to know what's actually in the products, like some products at a company called The Remedy. They weren't happy to see us. So just to be clear, right now, the public cannot see independently what's in these products.
No, they cannot.
Isn't that a problem?
Not if the product is legitimate.
We make good products.
And we have to take your word for it.
Yes.
That seems a little unbelievable, right?
That as problematic, you can take your business elsewhere. Thank you.
Please don't touch the microphone.
All right, then please get the out of my face.
Please don't swear at me. The company's marketing director, Don Willis, later apologized via email, writing, quote, "Such a reaction is not the way our company has or will conduct itself in the future." We also stopped by the United Natural Hemp Extracts booth. So it's not on the website, and when we called to get it, you guys wouldn't send it to us. So somebody has to buy the product or come to a convention like this to be able to see what's inside the product.
Essentially, yes.
After this exchange, the VP of Sales, Tim McCarthy, chased us down to tell us he worries someone will use his COA as their own.
I wouldn't want someone taking that, photoshopping it, and putting it out on their own as their own.
But is that a reason not to give them out to the public?
Correct.
If those consumers were more educated on what was actually in the product, that it would be a deterrent.
For Jay Patel, he's thankful he can still walk hand in hand with his wife after being sucked in by vaping.
It disgusts me, not only just seeing it and the smell, but what could happen to them, and it's only a matter of time.
In Atlanta, I'm Chief National Investigative Correspondent Mark Albert.